to this game. So the game started with Ruy Lopez, bishop b5, and bishop c5. And this is not one of the most common moves. Most common move is a6, knight f6, or d6. But I also see some players play c5. So black wants to control the center and also this diagonal. But the downside is if knight to f6, and black should be prepared of white playing bishop g5 to pin the knight. And another thing is after knight plays c3, white can play d4 to control the center and meanwhile attack the bishop. So the best move I would recommend is push upon c3 and later d4. So that's the best move. And then in this game, white played castle d6, and I still think c3 is something to consider because once we push upon the d4, we can get a tempo, attack the bishop. And c3, yes, that's good. a6, bishop a4, b5, and nice bishop c. That's really good because we have the c3 pawn moved, so we don't have to move it to b3 because usually we all know that black can play knight a5 to kick our bishop, and we have to move it back to c2 again. So it's better to move it back to c2 immediately or straight away. Okay, so now I think white is better, and knight f6, d4. We have an advantage at the opening. We attack the bishop, and so I think the best move for black is to move the bishop back instead of taking the pawn, because if we take the pawn, white use basically the c pawn to exchange with the e pawn. So white has very good control at the center, and since black has a castle, I think black king is also under threat. And looking at these two bishops, I think white is super good at this position. And bishop to b6, and so what should we do? So I would say we can play h3, preventing bishop g4, or we can play a4 to attack the b5 pawn, or knight c3. I think all the moves are good. Knight c3. So so bishop g4 is a bit annoying because our d4 pawn is under attack. So because the dot square bishop, we need to focus on the d4 pawn. So I will play h3. But why black doesn't notice this move, h6, and play rook e1, castle. That's the right timing. Play h3, and rook e8, bishop f4, divide bishop, and white has very good control of the center. That's good. Bishop b7, so black also have pair bishop targeting center. Queen d2, queen d7, rook d1 also. So we have two rooks. So in this moment, in this position, I think white have divided the majority of pieces. Later on is how can we maximize our benefit? How should we keep attacking black pieces? How can we maneuver pieces? I'm thinking moving the knight to f5 could be a way to attack the king side. And black play rook to d8. Well, this move, I think, what about sacrifice? Take queen h6. The reason is I notice since we have this light square bishop, we are going to push e5. And black doesn't have a way to defend e5. So for example, rook e6 to defend the knight. Maybe that's the only move. Otherwise, I'm attacking the knight. How can we move the knight? Rook e6, and what about e5? If the knight goes to, that's a problem. We can check king to here, check here, and knight e5. That's a mate. So we can invoke all pieces to attack the black king. So knight e4, a discovered attack, and also blocking this diagonal, but we can play queen h4, the knight is trapped. So we can win the knight back, and also the black king is quite exposed. I think take the h6 pawn is something we can consider. And we'll play d5. Well, I am not really into this move because the move have two downsides. First of all, it opened up this diagonal. Another thing is the e5 square looks like an outpost. knight e5, take, bishop e3. Yeah, exchanging the bishop. Queen 3. Now we exchanging a lot of pieces. So I think the advantage of white at the beginning is minimized because we exchange a lot of pieces after d5. d6, b4. Well, I don't think trading the rooks is the best choice. I would just play a3 because black want to attack our 9 and attack e4. If take, I will take with the knight, rook to d8. I will play, yeah, rook d2. How can we defend that? It looks like we will lose control of d5 eventually. Here, b4. Yeah, we'll lose the pawn. That's annoying. So maybe you shouldn't take the c6. How about bishop b3? Take. Yeah, we have a pass pawn. And we can control the d file. Yeah, maybe that's better. So after taking the pawn, because black can put threat under our knight, so this pawn is a bit shaky. And then play f3, black can control the d file. Maybe use knight. Yeah, maybe in this way we can control back the d file. Yes. Okay, but this is not good because black control the open file, the open file, and the rook is more active than ours. Rook d4, yeah, we have 2 pawns under attack. Rook c4, this is not good. We can attack the rook. Rook a3. Can we just play bishop b3 because the bishop can target f7 and also attack the rook. King e2, knight b4, offering a trade. It looks like the game will end up as a draw. Why do we move the king to f2? Maybe we want to go this route. Okay. But I'm not sure if we can arrive h5 because after bishop e8, black can simply defend this plan. But it's good that we have some plan in our mind. Yeah, knight g4. Yeah, it's a trap and we cannot move in. Knight g6 is a really good move. Knight f4. I think the game will end up as a draw. It's I don't think both have method to win. It's king's pawn endings. Okay, f5. I don't think that's a wise move. If we take the pawn, black take that. Can we play just king d3? And what should black play? If king to e6, we keep pushing the king and keep pushing, and we will force black king, and we can win, for example, the queen side pawn or the king side pawn. And if black take our pawn, we can take that with a f pawn, and this pawn is losing because we have a distant pawn, not g5. We can take the pawn, right? King e5, king e2, king e4, king f2, f3, g5. Take. Yes, so our king is quicker than its opponent to take the pawns. King a5. Yes, we'll win. But I understand that white doesn't have much time to think about this plan. So what do we do? Okay, we take the pawn. Then it's probably a draw. So yeah, we have very limited. But even though we don't take the pawn with the f pawn, we take h pawn. I'm still thinking it's also something. But yeah, this one will end up as a draw because the king will go like left and right. But we don't have to take the pawn because if we take the pawn, black king has a very good position. But if we keep the position as it is, so we don't lose anything. Okay, then it ends up as a draw. Okay, yeah, good game.